This question says globalization leads to more trade between which one of these parties? Consumers, countries, factories, or businesses? So globalization refers to the idea that the world is more interconnected these days, and countries are going to have to work together to be more open to trade, and trade again is going to benefit everybody. So let's again define globalization real quickly. We see globalization here is the processes by which businesses or other organizations develop international influence or start operating on an international scale. And so we're, for this one, I'm going to be inclined to say it's either countries or businesses. I think that there's definitely a case to be made for both country, both answer choices. If we think about countries, this is the definition of the difference between a closed and open economy, where countries are now more free to trade with others, and so I think globalization definitely increases trade among countries, and it also similarly increases trade among businesses because businesses are open to more global markets, and they can also open more global supply chains. Um, you know, I don't think globalization is necessarily going to lead to trade between consumers. I think consumers benefit from globalization in the form of lower prices, but it may be new products, but they are not going to be the ones who engage in trade by, finding international sellers and doing that. Although I guess some people probably do that, so maybe you could make an argument for consumers as well. But factories factories don't really engage in trade, so I don't think that's a very good answer choice. But I think countries and businesses both trade more as a result of globalization. So let's take a look at what the previous tutor said and see if they made a more clear differentiation, because I think this is just a kind of a trickier, poorly written question. So the previous tutor said businesses, and so let's see the justification for that. So globalization refers to the coming together of economic entities, the integration of national and local economic players into a global market to support an increased level of interaction between them and emerge as a singular, unregulated market unit with standardized products and processes. Firms from different industries globalize to exploit the benefits of different markets, expand their functional trade area, and subsequently earn greater profits. So that's true. Globalization allows every firm to explore its comparative advantage and specialize to trade the surplus with global consumers to earn higher profits. It opens up new avenues for production input and processes outsourcing. It leads to an increased level of exports and imports. The consumer base for firms increase, and the availability of goods and services gets enhanced. So again, yeah, there's definitely benefits that businesses get in terms of globalization being a beneficial thing. But again, I think this solution misses the fact that countries can also will also trade more as a result of globalization, due to the same, due to the same mechanisms mentioned above. Countries on a global scale, countries can specialize in production, and that they have a comparative advantage in and trade for other products. This question seems to have multiple correct answers, although I do think that countries are more. I think countries would be the more apt answer if I had to pick one. So we're going to say incorrect.